Greetings! Do you guys notice the difference in picture quality and hopefully also audio? Fingers crossed. I got myself a new camera. If you've been following me on Instagram, you already know. But with this camera I can also make YouTube videos, so the setup is very different now because I also have an actual real tripod. Thank you so much, Sister and Spirit, for basically lending me yours. So I hope you like the new background. I've tried a lot of angles. Anyways, so I've been pondering for a very long time what I was going to make this video about. Because there were three things I've been wanting to film and I couldn't quite decide which one. But I decided that today I'm going to share with you probably the most powerful realization that I've ever made. It's something that continuously keeps teaching me. You have the power over your own life. You are the smith of your own life and of your own decisions, and basically you have all the weapons you need. You just have to use them, all the tools that you need. They're within you. And I know it's very easy sometimes when we fail, because nobody likes failure. When we fail, it's sometimes very, very, very easy to just blame something else. For example, say I failed a test, or I fail a couple of tests in a row maybe even. And it's very easy to fall into this spiral of finding excuses as to why I failed those tests. I could come up with, for example, oh, the test was just really difficult and mean, like the questions were so mean. Or I could say, oh, you know, I don't like the system of the test, it's just not my thing, I'm more of an oral exam person, or I'm more of a written exam person, or I don't know, I just don't like multiple choice, or oh, I love multiple choice and that one was not multiple choice, so that's why I failed or why I was so bad. And you know, blaming everybody, blaming the system, blaming the teacher, blaming your peer student because maybe there was someone sitting next to you who was supposedly really distracting. And that applies to everything. Like, also, how often have you caught yourself in an apology because you've wronged someone in a fight, maybe, to tell them, you know, that's just what I'm like. If you ever said that, no! Yes, it might be who you are now, but it's not a reason to exploit this as an excuse to not work on yourself. And I had this realization of, you know, having complete power over your own actions and your own life. I had it twice, and it was very, very, very life-changing every time. The first time I had it with, I think, 17 or 18, when I first managed to get rid of a really bad habit that I had, and I was being very clumsy, and the other one was being very impatient. I managed to get rid of that through a system that I can make a different video about. But once I've gotten rid of this, and once I've implemented a positive habit into my life, and mind you, I was a very messy person, I got up very late, and I changed this, and I made a new habit, and that's how I realized for the first time, hey, I can actually do something. I can shape who I am. And the second one I actually had last year. I'm not sure if any of you guys are following my blog, but I had this one blog post where I was asking for study input for multiple choice exams, because that is what I struggle with the most. And it's still true. I still find them really hard to do. But at some point I got real close to desperation, because, you know, you feel like you study all the time and then you go to the exam and you just, well, you don't fail, but you get really bad grades, and you feel like, you know, I would deserve more because I did a lot for this. And at some point, it was during a meditation that I did, at some point it completely occurred to me that all of these were just excuses. Because yes, I might not be so good with multiple choice, but I have the power to change this. I have the power to practice. I have the power to change something. And if this video is helping just one person to get inspired and get motivated to try to really dig deep and find your own personal excuses, because everybody does them. And as long as you keep using them, you're not able to grow. And I know growing is always a very, very tough process. You have to look at your own vulnerability. You have to look at your own excuses that you're making. And those excuses exist for a reason. You make them because you want to escape feeling uncomfortable. You want to escape feeling like a failure. You want to escape from not being perfect, but nobody is. And yes, you can remain in your excuses and feel cozy in a little nest of, oh, it's not my fault. I'm not the one who, I can't change anything anyways. You can stay in a little nest, but you will never be able to fly if you do. So it takes courage, it takes bravery, but you can do it. And if only one person feels inspired to try and seek and dig deep and rip open all of those excuses just to see what's underneath and just to find out what is the true reason, what is the true cause. Why am I like this? How can I change this so that I, can be more successful, can achieve more things, get more things done in a day? How can I use the tools that I have? How can I add new tools? If only one person does that or feels inspired to do that, then this video has served its purpose. Yes, and with this, I'm wishing you a wonderful rest of the week. I hope you're all going to have magical plans for the weekend. And yeah, see you soon. Bye. Also, look at this glorious dress. It was given to me by my shield maiden and I love it a lot. But now, bye bye.